Hello, Pisces. This is KJ. It is the blood moon lunar eclipse this week. We should care about alignment, not the hustle. It'll come together. The Knight of Cups. The Ace of Swords. The Hierophant. No quick answers. The Chariot. And the Four of Swords. Let go of false beliefs. The Ace of Cups. The Backpacker of Wands. Alright, so with the Emperor card in this deck, we care about self-worth. How we feel about ourselves matters. We gotta care about how we feel about ourselves. It's not really about the hustling, it's about your self-worth. So you want the alignment. If you feel better about yourself, doing things a certain way, putting boundaries around your life, better boundaries, be less of a people pleaser, it's going to make sense. So yeah, it is about the boundaries. It's about the boundaries. Quiet time, solitude, letting go. Let go of the savior mentality. I mean, we could do that at work. We could do that, outside of work with people. But ultimately, this savior mentality, it doesn't necessarily solve everything. So, I mean, ultimately, people do have to think about what's going on in their own life. You have to have clarity around what you need to be doing. Don't have excuses. Don't have distractions. Again, there's no quick fixes. People say that there is, but you can do so much at a time. I mean, when you're ready to be on the new timeline, you will. But you don't have to force it before you're ready. Like, if you don't have enough funds set up to go to the next, scenario, then, how far are you going to get with that? So ultimately, you let go of fear of missing out. You take up space. Take up space in the meantime. Whatever's meant for you will be there for you, but you don't force. You don't force. If people want to feel bad towards you and who you are, they will, no matter what you do. So, you have to have alignment with your own path, regardless of what people think. So take time to pause, let go of false beliefs. If the enemy wants you to believe, or they want other people to believe a certain thing, then that's their thing. If you have somebody from the past not speaking well of you, that's their issue. You know what I mean? You know what you did to make it right or better, or you know what you did. You know how that sacrifice that you did may have been bigger than you thought, you know. So ultimately, yeah, we care about what we're reflecting on. We care about the reflection. We care about reflecting. But ultimately, you don't want to criticize yourself. Why should you criticize yourself? Why should you villainize yourself? You know, the whole chasing and the whole validating and the whole people pleasing. I mean, you can only do so much with that. So, I mean, there's reasons why people are not people pleasing. You know, they don't understand why there should be a rule about that. You know, why should there be a rule about people pleasing when ultimately, you know, you're probably just not getting anywhere with that anyway. So it's like fighting a losing battle, you know. So why would you want to do that? You know, we do have to worry about what's in front of us all the time. There's ways you can be a leader. Doesn't have to be at the brick and mortar job. Here we have slow down. We have let go. We gotta let go. Let go. Whatever you've outgrown. Organized religion. You know, you can believe in positivity, love, kindness, whatever. But, you know, trying to be your higher self, trying to be a better version of yourself, but doesn't necessarily mean that we have the energy to chase and people please. And so we can aim to be better and to have a better perspective in whatever way that works for you. But I mean, ultimately, not everyone may be happy, you know. So I let go of things I've outgrown. So yeah, we let go of organized religion. You know, if that's what it is, you know, you let go of a job you know you no longer resonate with. You let go of some kind of toxic pattern. You know, I mean, people think that you know, they get caught up in their own stuff. You know what I mean? And you know, it's easy for anyone to try to validate themselves and, you know, not see anything positive in anything anyone's doing. So I mean, you know, just be you, do you. I mean, if you're called to be a leader, you're going to be a leader. Here we have slow down. Okay. I'm taking the time to simply be. The angels would like to introduce you to the art of being. There are many things we can rediscover by slowing down and not always rushing to get things done. Walk slowly, pay attention to every step, leave time for conversation, eat slowly, be deliberately aware of your actions. Okay, so yeah, we're supposed to move into some new stuff. You know, there's endings with things, you know, there's no quick fixes, you know. I mean, you know, maybe someone might see a little bit of effort on your part, but, you know, they didn't walk in your shoes. They don't know, you know, what you've been through. So, I mean, it's great if you made some effort, but begging and chasing generally doesn't work. And the savior mentality doesn't work. So, again, alignment is the best thing for the Pisces. Alignment, work on your self-worth. The hustle doesn't need to be that great. It's just you keep showing up regardless. And people can think what they want. People have their own stuff going on with them. You know, people are, I don't know, just caught in their own web, you know. And so anyone from the outside looking in, they have their own problems. So that's what it is. So you focus on your own life. Don't worry about everybody else so much. If you're going to self-reflect, that's fine, but don't criticize yourself. Don't be too mean. We're in a new era, new slate, clean slate. So we got to move on. We let go to grow. All right, thanks for watching.